Good morning. Football moves. Arsenal spending, players crossing town, managers counting bodies. Grey a Wigan, Wan-Bissaka the other way. The window's open and the money's moving. Meanwhile, in New Zealand, the health wine can't keep up. Flu season, the worst in a decade. Two kinds of pressure. One you can buy your way out of, one you cannot. European and North American football authorities are in talks about a major new competition. UEFA and CONCACAF want to create a combined Nations League tournament. It would bring together all 96 countries from Europe, North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. The move represents another direct challenge to FIFA. In transfer news, Arsenal have completed the signing of defender Konsa for £51 million. Wan-Bissaka has moved in the opposite direction, joining Aston Villa. Guardian Football reported this. 5 years ago, the world watched as Kabul fell and the West's presence in Afghanistan collapsed. Now, an activist who spent time in American detention is arguing that the West created its own downfall. Lalazem Beg says facilities like Bagram and Camp Bucca became what he calls brutal laboratories. They were meant to hold terror suspects. Instead, he claims, they forged the very leaderships that would dismantle Western imperial power in the region. Protesters continue to demonstrate outside the White House over Guantanamo Bay. That facility still holds detainees. The last major protest was in January 2023. Beg's argument connects those detention centers to what followed. The ghosts of the war on terror, he says, have come home. Middle East Eye reported this. An audit has revealed what it calls complete institutional failure at Kentucky's largest school district. Jefferson County Public Schools serves almost 100,000 students in and around Louisville. That's 1 in 7 students across the entire state. The report was released to the public at the end of June. It was conducted by Auditor Allison Ball. The findings have prompted calls for similar reviews in other Republican-led states. Supporters argue that if a district this size can fail so badly, other large school systems need immediate examination. The Kentucky House received the audit in 2024. The Hill reported this. The founder of one of China's biggest property developers has been sentenced to life in prison. A court found Hui Ka-yan guilty of large-scale fraud. He ran Evergrande, which became a symbol of China's property crisis as it struggled under massive debts. The court said he was responsible for hiding those debts from investors and the public. Hui was once among China's wealthiest businessmen and donated to Harvard University. His conviction marks one of the most prominent legal actions tied to the collapse of China's real estate sector. WSJ World reported this. A woman has been arrested in connection with an alleged plot to blow up the New York State Capitol building. Authorities have not released her name or details about the charges she faces. Severe weather is battering the nation's midsection tonight. Fierce rain has swamped parts of Ohio, Kansas, and Nebraska. The same storm system is now hitting the mid-Atlantic region. No word yet on injuries or damage from the flooding. CBS News reported this. A woman has been arrested in New York State, accused of planning an attack on the Capitol building in Albany. Now to football. Ghana's domestic football competitions have been running more smoothly in recent years. The Football Association president says matchday protocols have improved and broadcast coverage has gotten better. Kurt Edwin Simeon-Okraku made the comments at the country's 32nd Congress. He pointed to 7 seasons of stable operations across the competitions. The improvements he cited include how matches are managed on the day and how they reach television audiences. No specific details were given about what changed or when the improvements began. The president's remarks suggest Ghana's football administration has found steadier footing after previous difficulties, though the nature of those earlier problems was not mentioned. Ghana FA reported this. A woman in New York is accused of planning a major attack on the state capitol building in Albany. Authorities announced the charges on Thursday. The woman has not been named publicly yet. The Capitol building houses the state legislature and the governor's office. Officials have not released details about what kind of attack was allegedly being planned or how far along those plans were. They also have not said whether the woman acted alone. The investigation appears to be ongoing. No information has been provided about when the alleged plot was discovered or what led authorities to the suspect. CBS US reported this. Manchester City have sent a player out on loan. Midfielder Andy Gray has joined Wigan Athletic on a temporary deal. Gray is a young player in City's squad who needs regular first-team football. The move gives him the chance to gain experience at another club. Wigan will have him for the rest of the season. Gray has been with Manchester City but has found opportunities limited in their first team. The loan allows both clubs to benefit. City keep hold of the player while he develops elsewhere. Wigan fit an extra body in their midfield without a permanent commitment. Manchester City reported this. Taiwan is working to build its own rocket to launch satellites into space. That effort ran into trouble this week. The island nation's satellite launcher program has suffered a setback. No details were given about what went wrong or how serious the problem might be. Taiwan has been pushing to develop independent space capabilities. The country wants to reduce its reliance on other nations for getting satellites into orbit. SpaceX has achieved something significant on the moon, though the exact nature of that accomplishment wasn't specified. United Launch Alliance has appointed a new chief executive. That's one of America's major rocket companies. Ars Technica reported this. The country is facing its worst flu outbreak in a decade. Healthline has been swamped with calls as the virus spreads. The health service is handling about 20% more calls than usual. Extra staff have been brought in to cope with the surge in demand. RNZ reported this.